Hey everybody, welcome to Watches with Dennis, and today I want to talk about Tag Heuer's announced Mario connected watch. So they had teased this a few days ago via social media, and you didn't really see anything of the watch. And of course, when I saw it, I immediately assumed that it was going to be a luxury mechanical or quartz watch. I was getting visions of AP's Black Panther announcement, but probably less controversial because fewer people really care what Tag does. And instead, it's actually a smartwatch, which on the surface is probably a pretty smart decision. But let's run through some spec stuff real quick. In terms of the watch itself, it is a limited edition. It is 2,000 units. The price is supposed to be $2,150. The size of the watch I saw as 45 millimeters in terms of the diameter and about 13.5 millimeters thick. The battery life, something I don't think I've ever had to talk about before on this channel, is 20 hours, and that assumes 60 minutes of, I guess, exercise activity. And then if you're going to actually go full on activity wise, it can go for 6 hours. And that's in terms of like tracking with the GPS and everything along those lines. In terms of the watch features, Tag Heuer lists this as using OS by Google. So it has those smart features. So music, calendar, Google Play, a few other options. There are multiple watch faces that are included that are all Mario themed, with a whole variety from Boo's to Mario doing stuff. Tag Heuer has registration available for those interested in the watch on their website. So because I've never had a smartwatch before, it's really difficult for me to talk about them. It's not been an area I've been interested in. Whenever I do activity-based stuff, I usually just wear a G-Shock, and obviously, well, maybe not obviously, maybe they have some fancy G-Shocks, but mine doesn't do things like pulse management and stuff. When I've wanted to track activities, I've always just used my cell phone. So that all being said, overall, I think this is a pretty good idea for Tag Heuer. I think going with the smartwatch option makes it less controversial in terms of people getting worked up. We know when Audemars Piguet did the Black Panther watch, there were a lot of people that were pretty upset at the collaboration with a comic book character and a prestigious luxury watchmaker. While I would say Tag Heuer is lumped into the entry space of luxury watchmaker, they don't have nearly the same level of prestige as Audemars Piguet does. So it was always going to be, in my view, less controversial, even if we had a Mario-themed Carrera, for example. That being said, smartwatch, I think, takes a lot of that away. It's a digital tool. Mario is a digital character. Kind of makes sense to me. I think the two biggest controversies are the price. So over $2,000 when you have a lot more affordable smart watch options. I think this is a space where watch manufacturers are experimenting and trying to figure out just what can they get away with. Apple is the largest watch manufacturer on the planet at this point. So given that, it's obvious and understandable that watch manufacturers want to encroach on the smartwatch space. The issue is smartwatches are something of a disposable product currently. The software eventually is no longer supported. The operating system gets outdated. Better, faster processing is on newer watches. And so the old ones, just like our phones, get phased out. So that's the struggle here is how many people want to pay over $2,000 for a watch that ultimately, theoretically, should become useless and probably in under 5 years? I mean, I don't know. It's not the most egregious price point, and given that it's a limited edition, I think they will sell out. Mario's an extremely popular character. Smartwatches are extremely popular, and for some people, paying $2,000 versus paying just a few hundred maybe isn't a very big deal. But I do think that's where the hang-up for a lot of folks is going to be. The other obvious flaw is that this is Mario themed. We all know that Toad is number one. Anyone who has played Double Dash Mario Kart knows that Toad and Toadette were the ones with the golden mushroom. They had all the speed, and that is why Toad would tell us, "I'm the best," when we played that game. Now that's pretty much the extent of even my poor Nintendo character impressions, so I'm going to leave it there. Feel free to comment below any thoughts you have about this sort of collaboration between Nintendo and their Mario franchise and Tag Heuer. Do you like smartwatches? Do you think this is okay? Is the idea of a luxury smartwatch an oxymoron that shouldn't be pursued? Just let me know what your thoughts are, and other than that, I will say thanks everybody, and Mario #1!